Hey everyone, I wanted to do a new video for the top bar versus your bar menu. This one is an updated version. It's going to be the Top Bar Alt 2022. The reason why I'm doing this video is twofold. One, I didn't like that the other one had two parts to it. That's just because I completely forgot to do one simple thing. But also, I've figured out a better, more efficient way to do it. So it's a lot less confusing. So let's start out. I have a normal top bar up here, and I am going to show you what that looks like first. So, I mean, top bar is a great stack in and of itself. It allows you to have, the hamburger icon with the logo. If you look, this is, what it looks like on desktop, but we're more interested in mobile right now. So if I click on the hamburger, it gives me my menu, sub menu, back menu, and it looks nice, right? But sometimes, you may want to be able to make something look exactly like you want it to look. Maybe you don't like the position of the logo, or that this is um, centered vertically. Whatever. It's your menu, and you want to be able to make it look like you want it to look. So I have an alternative. So let me turn that off and show you this one. So this one is the Top Bar Alternative 2022. And so, oops, I need to turn that on. There we go. So I have my hamburger icon, and when I click on it, I have a light box that shows up, and then I have my menu items. Yes, that's a lot of menu items, I understand. I just wanted to show that it does scroll and it does work. There you go. So that is the alternate to top bar, and you can go in here and place a logo if you want. So I'm going to go ahead and build this out and show you how it's done. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I'm just going to put a container in here. Actually, the first thing I want to do is put a pin stack. Why? Because we love pin. Alright, I'm going to put the container inside the pin, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to steal a couple things. So I'm going to steal my button. Yeah, I'm going to steal my button. Alright, I'm going to put my, did it not copy? There we go. Okay, so I have my button, and I have it inside a visibility stack because we only want it to be shown for small only. Okay, and I have my button set to open a lightbox, and the lightbox ID is going to be text small. So I'm just going to, that was just me playing around. I'll go ahead and make this nav small. It's going to be more realistic. So I'm going to copy that, and then I am going to get a lightbox. Okay, and just put that over here. Make sure it's outside of the container just for organization purposes. Inside my pin, nope. There we go. Okay, so my button was set to open nav small. My light box is going to be nav small. And I'm not going to do anything else here. Okay, so me, the way I like to do my light box is have a one container, give it some padding and gutters, and then just go find the close button and throw that in there. Okay, so here is my simple light box, nothing in it. And then for this, I'm going to use a drill down menu. Put that inside my light box. Okay, so I'm going to add a few items. I'm going to make this guy a sub menu, his drop down. And copy, 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 copy. Okay, so first of all, I want to make sure that's off. Okay, so first of all, I want to show y'all something that keeps coming up. I'm going to preview this, but I'm going to do it in desktop. So here's my menu. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 items, and if I hover, it gets cut off. Now, why is that? Couple things. So first of all, there's not enough content on the screen to show it. So if I show you this pin, in here I have a bunch of content, okay, and right now it's turned off. So I'm going to turn that on, and now you'll see the menu actually shows up. It's just getting cut off because there's nothing below it to show, okay? So if you have a drop-down menu but you don't have any content yet, you're just, playing around with your menu first before anything else, and you don't see the sub-menu drop down, that's why you need content, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and close that pin up. I'm going to leave it, leave it unchecked because I just wanted to show you all that for demonstration purpose. Okay, so I have my thing. I'm going to go back to mobile-ish. Okay, so here's my menu. Okay, let's see. Okay, so with a drill down menu, there are a couple of things that we need to adjust. First of all, we need to turn off auto height. Okay, so that is going to allow us to have the menu actually work properly. Okay, but what I'm going to do real quick is copy this quite a few times. If you notice, before I had a lot of sub-menu items, and this guy, I'm going to just name it last. Menu item last, okay? So if I come in here, I can see all my menu items, right? Okay. What we want is we just want to have one menu to deal with. At least I do. I don't like having to deal with a desktop version and then a mobile version. I like to have one menu that I can just play with, right? So if I take this menu though and I put it inside the container, it's going to be vertical, right? Because it's a drill down menu. So what we want is to make it horizontal and drop down on desktop. So to do that, we come over here to the responsive behavior, medium horizontal, transform medium drop down. Okay, so when we do that, it's going to look like this. Okay, so we're going to have our menu. I think I have my other menu, yeah. Turned on still, there we go. There we go, okay. So, all right, now I'm going to take this menu and put it back in my light box, okay? And so it doesn't show because it's inside the light box. Go back to mobile. Okay, now, where did my menu go? It disappeared. There's a couple things that we need to do. So, going to get our swatches palette over here. Okay, first thing we need is a width swatch. And the class we want to put on it is drill down. Okay, and then what we want to do is go to min max and do detail. Minimum is pixels, max is percent, 0, and then we're going to set this guy to 100 and important. And now if we do this, we see our menu. Okay, but you'll notice something. We only have 3 items now. What's going on? I have a lot. I don't even know how many that is, but it's more than 3. So how do we fix that? Okay, first of all, I'm going to click on the drill down, and I'm going to set a couple other things just for, pretty purposes. So I'm going to leave horizontal to be, that in the horizontal I'm just going to leave inherit, but for text alignment I'm going to do center. And the reason why is just because I like a centered menu like that. Okay, so how do we fix the only showing 3 items thing? Well, if you have the swatch pack, then it's pretty easy. You can just go in here and do overflow, and then do is drill down, spelled properly. Okay, and then you want to do visible. Actually, let's see if that fixes it. It does. There you go. All right, but if you are not a cool kid and you don't have the swatch pack, then you can simply put in a CSS swatch and then do is drill down, and then you can do overflow colon visible. Preview that, and boom, there you go. All the way down to the last item. Okay, so then the last thing, I guess, for a mobile menu would be to position, at least I like to have the hamburger icon always visible, so I'm going to put a position class or position swatch and do hamburger button, position hamburger button to the browser, top left, and then when we preview, it's always there. If you wanted to, you could come in here and just kind of like the top bar, we'll go 2 column, put the button in there, and then I'm going to steal my logo from over here. Oops. Put that in here. Okay, so alright, so right now that's going to be centered. Actually, since the button is positioned with the position swatch, you don't even need to do that. You can just put a 1 column in there. And then get rid of that. There you go. So now the logo is centered. Hamburger is always there. And if you wanted to, obviously you could, align it right and, do whatever you want. Just remember, if you align it left, it's going to be, in front of the hamburger button. So you'd probably want to put some padding on it, or, figure that out. But you get the idea. So anyway, I hope you guys found this useful. I am sorry for misleading on the last video. Thought I had a good solution, and it was a pretty good solution, but the only problem was, and I typically don't have a whole lot of sub-menu items when I make a menu, and the sub-menu items just were not working. They would only show 3 or 4, however many it wanted to. So this solution definitely fixes that and makes it for a better alternative to the top bar. So, all right. See you guys at the Hangouts.